taxes and payments required for insurance on any insurance policy. While this may sound like a good idea, we wanted to get the perspective of people who are actually in the fitness industry to see what they think. Joining us now is Debra Strougo, founder of Row House, and Dale King, owner of PSKC CrossFit in Portland, Oregon. Two people that I can imagine are just kicking butts right now in gyms, so that's very exciting to see. Debra, when it comes to COVID relief, in your opinion, can you kind of paint a picture of the struggle that you've seen or heard of when it comes to getting financial support in the fitness industry in the past year or so?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. This is a really, really important topic for so many people. We really took our time through the pandemic. We sat and waited for good guidance. We were, in many instances, as gyms in the fitness industry, the first to close. We were closed right away in most states and in most localities. And we were really the last to reopen. And along the way, we wanted to be patient. We wanted to do right by all of our constituents, by our staff, the people that work in the facilities, by also the members. And so, you know, when we look out at the market and we see that we have not been given relief, even though we had months and months and months of closures, and we had months and months and months of capacity constraints and still do, we just feel like we were forgotten. The restaurants got their relief. The live stages have gotten their relief, and we couldn't pivot to outdoor dining, and we couldn't do takeout. We're here to support our people, and we need some support to get back on our feet.
Yeah, that's a great point. And as someone who's not in the industry, I never thought about it like that. You didn't have really ways to adapt because you need your equipment, you need the microphone, you need the music, like you need to be in your facility. And so that definitely changes things. Dale, can you talk to me about how the GYM Act would benefit your gym and what you think it's missing?
Great, thank you. Thank you for having me on. The GYMS Act would be a lifesaver for our gym personally, and several other small gyms, small neighborhood gyms as well. It would enable us to basically recoup all the expenses that we've had to come out of pocket. Unfortunately, myself and a lot of guys, we had to dip into our savings to bridge us through the last 15, 16 months. So it enabled us to recoup those savings, enable us to get it on our feet, and enable us, most importantly, to do the most important job in America right now, which is preventing another pandemic. What's not being talked about, if we're going to talk about American infrastructure, gyms are one of the most important things America should be investing in to prevent the mass terrible impacts from COVID in the future. Last time I looked, 80% of all hospitalizations COVID related had some form of comorbidity or obesity. And it's our jobs to ensure that doesn't happen. And the GYMS Act will provide that funding to keep us afloat and thrive as we come out of this.
Yeah, to your point, that was a pre-existing condition that could get people vaccinated earlier. So obviously it is a big deal. Debra, what changes have you noticed since certain restrictions were lifted? Has your business been able to bounce back as quickly as you would expect, or were there unexpected things that happened?
It's going to be a long road. It's a longer road in some markets than others, and that really depends on the length of closure. And I think, as Dale mentioned, some people did have savings that they were able to dip into, and some people, the expenses were just too high. The rent of closures in high rent markets has not been covered, and so there are people that, they're going to lose their business and they're going to lose all their personal savings, and they're beyond that. So it's different everywhere. I do share the sentiment that Dale shared, that our communities need this. Our communities want us to be there, and those communities are far and wide across the country. This is really something that everybody needs, whether it's clients, the workers that need to come back to work in this industry, the owners that have poured their life into the health and well-being of our country. We really need to see this come back, and we need support and we need help to get there.
Yeah. Absolutely. And Dale, I wonder, for every industry, the road to recovery is going to be a long one. It's not just like you get the money and it fixes everything. So how do we make sure, and when I say we, I mean as a country and the government, how do we make sure that owners of gyms, people in the fitness industry, don't feel left out when it comes to resources, regardless of just this one act?
That's a great question. The biggest thing that we can do is remember the lessons from this pandemic. Okay. And the biggest things that we saw that hurt was when we were shut down, we didn't have that important human connections. And in my gym, we're a neighborhood gym, and we're seen as a hub for not only physical fitness, but for community. And that's what we need right now more than anything. We need the ability to sweat, and we need the ability to smile amongst one another. And hopefully the GYMS Act can help us, bolster back and help us build back stronger and better from that.
Debra, Dale, first of all, so glad to see that your businesses are still afloat, can still help people. And I hope that I can talk to you a year from now. You got so many clients, you can't even fit them in the building. So that's what I'm hoping for the both of you. Thank you so much for coming here and sharing your stories.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Smile Direct Club.
Let's talk about teeth straightening. Why does Invisalign cost so much? Smile Direct Club costs 60% less than Invisalign, and it's guaranteed